just want the whole world to know about my I love you, and I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true, 'cause you're my.
I grew up on Rockland Street Extension, Connell Sunker. We have about 5 houses in the yard. We use one as a wash house and the other where we bake and what's not, the family business. And we also have a china downstairs and we live upstairs. Every time it rained, I used to go downstairs and play night just for the fun. I used to always get real up to because at that age I was asthmatic, and if I see rain I want to go play night. We have a Johnny Cake business as a family business, so we need to get up real early in the morning to deliver. My grandfather is the spearhead behind everything. He needs everything. Like the night before, we would get the ingredients, the flour and shortening and what's not, and he himself would do it manually. We don't have machine, so it's not like 10 pounds of flour, it's 50 pounds of flour in one container, whereby he needs it. And we have our family members who would come and they would make it off and what's not into little balls, so in the morning we could flatten and produce a Johnny Cake now with the shake. My grandfather, he used to wake us up at minutes to 5. The latest we'd get up is 5:30, and the way he'd do it, he would, because we have our own little house, my mom, and he would come and he would bang on the roof, boom, 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 and he'd be like, Hakeem, time to get up, we have to deliver. And at this time I didn't know my bed, I was like, oh man, again. And that a part where I really never liked, because we get up real early before the sun. And when I ask him, Dad, why we often get up so early? You know, like, Hakeem, if you get up before the sunrise, your body will feel energized for the rest of the day. I say, all right, and I just get my bag and I start do the counting for the Johnny Cake to do the delivery. We have the business over 25 years now, because I know it's older than my eldest brother. He's about 23, and up to this day we're still at it. He's my grandfather, still at the forefront of making and kneading the Johnny Cake. Being he's older now, he still doesn't want anybody to come and tell him he should stop or something like that. So he's still at it. At a pretty young age, I did have my goal set. I saw the need to better off myself. I don't want to like struggle, you know. But I was enrolled in primary school and later on went to high school. But it was pretty tough on my mom, because I know it's her alone and she has 3 other kids around us. So
for me, despite being an educator or a teacher, I had an extra job in helping at home doing Johnny Cakes. We make Johnny Cakes as a living, so even that I use for me to pay for his education and getting him his education. I don't believe in not having the means. That does not mean you don't help your child in reaching his or her goal.
My grandfather, in terms of giving me advice to stay focused, and you know, like, I have this opportunity now. Back when he was a child, he's like, if he had the opportunity, he'd go to high school and better off himself. And by him just saying that to me makes me want to go more, you know. And I see it in his eyes. It's not like he's just saying it. I ended up graduating from the University of Belize above 3.2 average, and I told my mom I don't want to stop. If I stop, I won't continue. So she knows that I had interest in studying medicine, and we looked at our options, and the Cuban scholarship came up, and I was determined. I actually prayed and hoped that I could have gotten it now, because if I didn't get it, then I would have to settle for my associate's degree, which was, I graduated from Med Lab Technology. So I said, I'll apply for the scholarship, and if I don't get it, it is not my calling, it is not my vocation. So I applied, and lo and behold, I got the scholarship. Currently now I'm studying medicine in Cuba. After my general studies, I want to specialize in pediatrics. My goal is, if the child isn't healthy, he or she can't give trouble. So if I could help that baby to get healthy and give him out of trouble, that's my joy. I love children, I really do.
And I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever.